Wait, how's it go? Lord, swim me up and take me off my soul, body of Christ. Da, 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 da. Oh, I can't think of the song. I can't remember the song. Body of Christ. I need to fix all this back here. This is all not no bueno. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. Yeah, we gotta let the hair breathe today. Stephanie! How are you doing, Steffi? Well? Oh, please don't let me give you a nickname you don't want. What's going on, Stephanie? How are you? Are you in Poland today? I hope you're doing well. If you're blessed and not stressed. Ninetail, what's up? Liam, what's up? Another day. Hey, this time we're gonna figure this out. Let me tell you what happened with the last live, though. Maddie, they are effing with me at work, so I need this break. Thank you. What are they doing? Why they playing? Okay, Verizon, I know I gotta pay that bill. We good. I got a little message now. Okay, so the live that happened yesterday, there was a glitch that took place on YouTube, and apparently it had something to do with me not updating the app. But what's crazy is that they did the updated version in the middle of the live stream. So the app itself, sorry, I'm trying to get my hair all loosened out here. The app itself, yeah, the app, ooh, hair in my eye, hair in my eye. The app itself, hair's all over the place. The app itself updated in the middle of the live. So it messed up the live, and that's why it glitched. I was not able to end the live at all. Like, even when I was in the middle of the live stream and I was trying to do it or whatever, I was still not able to do so because, like, it wasn't even receiving that I was on a live stream. It was weird. It was weird as fuck. Like, it didn't even, like, it was acting as if I never went live, like, at all. The only way I was able to find my live stream was not through the mobile app, YouTube Studio. I had to go on to the computer's YouTube Studio and do it that way. And so there was no way of ending the live there. Just let me edit the live. And I was like, what the fuck is this? So I ended up deleting it, and I had to. I reached out to support, and then yeah, they didn't do anything. They hit me up this morning. I was like, I called y'all yesterday. Why are you hitting me up today about something that was yesterday? Like, you didn't do anything. Bad customer service, terrible. So yeah, that's what happened. And so we're redoing it today. I will at one point in time just put this on subscribers only if it gets chaotic and crazy like it did last time. So yeah, so don't worry about that today. I just want to talk to y'all, have a good time, and do a lot. I don't like how this looks. And do a live. Can we get her in the front? Yeah. Looking like a gross sister. What is wrong with me? I always try to make the bag work. It never works. Wait, we might got it today. Here we go. Here we go. A little something to the side. Yeah, a little something to the side. I kind of want to get my hair braided because it's my friend's birthday coming up, but I'm gonna take a pause this month. I gotta cancel my appointment next week and just do the appointment for my birthday because it's just like it's too much money right now. I'm pinching pennies as we speak. So like that's the reason why I was like, no, I'm gonna take my time. I'm not gonna get it or whatever the case may be. Yeah, so I was looking for a shirt and I was trying to find something nice, and I was like, oh, I love my Renaissance shirts. And I thought to myself, this is gonna piss somebody off. Someone gonna say Epstein. Someone gonna say this name. But I don't care. And speaking of which, I actually participated in trolling online today when somebody wanted to get up in my comment section over the Amanda Seales debate, and my comments about Black conservatives to me very much give self-hatred energy, and they don't love themselves, and you're basically trying to argue the points that are already in Black history that you are now denying because the people are trying to erase said history. So a couple of trash pandas had pulled up on me, And that's fine, but one of them was just white dude who was calling me all kinds of gay slurs and calling me a R slur and this, that, and the other. That's all his responses. So I go through his profile and I see all of his comments, and he's basically that's all he does all day. Like all day on Twitter. So I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna give him something to do. Because a lot of people don't respond to him. So I was like, ooh, I am gonna give him something to do. He liked to show people's face pictures as a way of a got you. I'm fine, so you can't clock me. That was the one. Two, um, for someone who wants to call somebody a sissy so much and call them gay this and gay that and fairy this and fairy that, you are interacting with the gay man on some other level that is wild. You even went to my YouTube channel to see my numbers and to see how things work. Like I almost it was so funny. And I didn't need anybody to come up and save me and help. It would have been cool if the Rant Pack had came in and just did a number, because that would have been funny. But it was like I was watching it go down, and it was like every response was the same. You're a fairy. I was like, she was a fairy. I'm a baddie. I'm a dad. Like I was like, what's going on? So it got kind of funny, and I was like, I'm just gonna troll him back until he gets upset. And that's kind of what we did. I was like, I'm just gonna troll him back until he gets upset, which it was. You asked me to do this. I didn't ask you to do anything. I said you could do those things, but you wanted to do those things because you had nothing else to do today, and that's why you're doing this. Okay? Like, the difference between me and you is I am responding to you from my original post. You sought after me and wanted to insult me, and so I responded to you. And now you're saying I can't respond to you? So now I'm gonna go in. Oh, you liberals are so sensitive. It sounds like you're the sensitive one because my opinion made you so mad, it triggered you. But then when I respond, I'm triggered by your response? That's not how that works. So yeah, I had fun with that this morning, but I muted him. And now whatever he's doing, I don't know, but I thought it was funny. Oh, I think he likes dudes, to be honest with you, and he's one of those self-hating ones who probably has like a Jacked account or a Grinder account, so he gets a couple, like a ping on the now and then or whatever. But like when they leave the house, he's one of those folks that sobs and cries in the bathroom, like, God, why are you doing this to me? Holding the knife to his neck, could it, like, and it's like, But then he has to realize that, you know, he is a dick muncher, so he will be okay. But it's all right. It's all right. I just thought it was really funny because it's like, I can't say anything, but you can say something. And if I respond to you, then I'm this and that. But you came to me. You sought after me. You wanted me. No, let me put it like this, Liam. As somebody who's an American with the liberal and conservative side of things. Liberals ain't shit, neither are conservatives. I vote based off of what I'm looking for as far as my life is concerned, not everybody else's. So a lot of that is on the progressive agenda, just to be real, like if we're gonna go there. But as far as like certain people with different takes, this, that, and the other, everybody's trash. It's the people now going, but you're worse than me. That is politics. You're worse than me. No, you did that. No, you did that. One of the favorite things I get, or one of the favorite things, something that makes me just laugh every time. Well, you know, Democrats were the start of the KKK, which was a front, that has been verified in sheep's clothing. They used that to start that said party. When the party started to go into, they moved, sweetie. You can't use something that old that doesn't stick anymore. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm just like, I don't know what to tell people. It's like, it just doesn't stick anymore. So something else that's new. Something else. You can come for Black Lives Matter. The idea behind it was great, but them people were scamming folks. So that I will give people on. Like, well, you know they were scamming. Yeah, they were scamming. They were. That was a whole con artist that was just trying to take money from a situation. And you can even bring up Sean King's bitch ass, and you've seen how he has turned a full 180 with his whole, I'm not about that, but you are totally about that. Aaron, what's going on, friend? Nah, fuck that. Okay. Now what? Now what? Wait, what? What? Wait, what? Huh? I don't know what's going on. No, then you should not be on here. You shouldn't be on here, Evie Hunt. I'm gonna block you. You're a child, and this is not for children. This video is set up that way specifically. I hope your parents find out that you have access to the computer like this or your phone, and I want you to possibly find better. I wish I was able to reach out to them so I could talk to them for like, hey, your son, your daughter, whoever is on the internet right now, you're not even supposed to be here based off the new rules. Like the whole bunch of channels got cut down. So I was like, what is this, right? That's a little crazy. Hey, Stephanie, what's going on? What's happening? Yeah, let me get off the political conversation because there's a lot of people who are just gonna roll on up and be like, here we go. And I'm not Cartman. I'm not Cartman, so I'm not gonna get mad because Clyde took my whole entire shtick. Speaking of which, new South Park today, new South Park today. That would be weird if a snail was that fast. But that also lies. Never-ending story. Never-ending story. The snails were fast. Hey. Oh, my goodness. I'm not interested in answering your question. May God bless you. Tonight's is going to be a mess because it's a Tally episode and they got Tally going to the White House. I'm like, oh God, here we go. I have 2 cats. I have 2 cats, and one is sleeping in the cat tree and the other is by the window. I'm talking about you. I did see Slasian episode 2 and I uploaded my reaction. So if you're on my Patreon for as low as $1 a month, you will have access to my reaction. Hold on, let me put my tippy poo up too, since there's people popping up in here. They may want to show some love. Mamu's in the cat tree. I don't have my glasses. Yeah, Mamu's in the cat tree. Mina's by the window. Because lately Mina's been fucking with him and I'm getting annoyed by it a tad bit. Like I got into an argument with her today. My own cat, you know, as a pet parent, you sitting there and what's the word I'm looking for? Whenever I go feed the both of them, I feed both my babies. Mina does this thing, and I'm looking at a bowl that is completely full of food, and it's her bowl, right? And then I'm looking at his bowl, and it's empty. For some odd reason, she wants to, I don't know, she can't eat out of her bowl. She wants to eat out of his, like with him, and he doesn't want to eat with her. So he'll go to his bowl and he will try to eat. It gets really annoying. And I love her, but I'm like, he becomes less enthusiastic about eating and he becomes very like, whenever he doesn't get to eat and she knocks him out the way. So this morning I was like, little girl, I was low-key cussing her out. Took her a bowl, put it in a whole nother area. I was like, let him eat the damn food. Let him eat the damn food. It was a lot to take in. And she, you know, Mina's a talker, so she's not gonna let me just go, hey, da-da-da-da. No, Mina's gonna be, row, row, row. Like, she'll talk back. So I was over there like, come on, like, baby girl, be better. So, I don't know. We're still working on it with those two. But she's taken some of his food. Mamu is smaller than her now. Like, Mina's become big. Like, she's big. Okay? Like, I picked her up the other day and I was like, God damn. I was like, baby, you're a big baby. But yeah. Hey, Maddie, I'm sorry to come in a rant. No, come on in. Hey, Jennifer, hope you're doing well. Just wanted to say I love you, and it's my birthday. Happy birthday! Hey, Brianna, 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 it's your birthday, it's your birthday, Brianna, hey, it's your birthday, it's a special birthday from your boy, Matty-Rants. Love you, Bree. I know you've been with me for a while, since Evie's season, so all my love to you, Brianna. Rant Pack, make sure you give Brianna some love. Thank you, baby. Happy it's your birthday. Hope you have a good day today. Shout out to my Leos. Is that right? Did I get that right? It's Leo's, right? It's Leo season, yeah? We're out of, what was it, Cancer? It's Leo season now, huh? Oh, okay. So, for that free cameo, look, I shouldn't have done that with my poor ass. You could drop a tip in my jar, though, Brianna, for the birthday. No, don't do that. It's your birthday. But PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $ Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Thank you. I do have a cell phone bill that's due. And a power bill. Error. I really hope I get this other job. I haven't got a call back for one of the ones I applied to, but I did apply to one this morning because I woke. Ooh, let me tell you. Remember I was in so much pain the other day and I'm not in pain today? Yeah, so here's what happened. If you played Munchkin, that whole, there's a dungeon that's called that. You can't say the name of it, so you have to say cheeseburger. And Shell, it'll come back. I thank you, Brianna, for the super chat. Hold on, I see my baby Aaron. Aaron, back in the United States after your European trip. What's the next horror movie we watch? Oh, it is Keeper. Aaron, I saw that trailer today. I was sold. I was like, yo, Keeper looks crazy. And Osgood Perkins knows what he's doing. Like, he's one of my favorite directors right now. That's my boo. Shout out to Osgood Perkins. They know what they're doing. Music, you dumped my girl. No. Well, I mean, if it was the right thing to do, and if it's better for you, then yes. As long as you're happy, that's the most important. Seriously. It was good in a dysfunctional way. Wait, you already saw it? What? Okay. Stop. Wait. Okay. I was like, wait, you already saw it? What? Oh, I hate when I don't get to see things before everybody else. Man, shout out to Aaron, shout out to Jennifer, shout out to Peace to Mateo. No, I'm talking about Together. Oh, Together. I have been dying to see Together. I've been dying to see it. It's such a good show. I mean, not a good show, but like the advertising behind it, the y'all are letting somebody slip through the cracks here. I need my moderators to pop on in here. You have to do it. Make me, Joel LeBron James. Make me. You will before me, so. I love you too. So back to the rest of the group. This person literally told me to unalive myself, and YouTube won't do anything about it. Oh yeah, Together I heard good things. I was supposed to go see it with a friend of mine, but I haven't really talked to him about it since then. Oh, you want to talk about that? Oh, you want to talk about Miss Elliott with 3 Ks? That racist piece of fucking white bread bitch-ass bitch. That... You want to talk about it? You want to do all that? Okay, Betty, let's talk about it. I find it interesting that the person who wanted us to know so badly that they weren't racist, that they were not, you know, really getting in their white supremacy era bullshit, you know, individual. They really wanted us to feel, okay, that they were totally being picked on and bullied by all of them. Huge ass. I love it. It's a great screen name. So I saw, you know, I saw, hold on. No, we could pull it back. We could pull it back. We could put it back. We could put huge ass back on. That was funny. What is the word I'm looking for here? Okay. All right. All right. Here I go. Elliot, no one likes you, and no one will like you. And you are not likable on the show. You're not likable off the show. Nothing about you is redeemable in the qualities of such. I don't like Elliot. I have heard a lot of shit about Elliot during their season from the people on said show and people who have worked with said individual. I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I'm very clear about that, okay? They're very, oh, everybody's coming for me, and it's not the case at all. Nah, they're one of those folks that likes to pretend, what's the word I'm looking for here? Pretend like, oh, I have no idea what's going on. Meanwhile, they're the individual who has been talking the most shit behind your back, this, that, and the other. Better yet, it's funny, Elliot, because allegedly, back in the day in your club, you weren't really like there either in Vegas, but that's another story from the girls that were at your location. That I have heard that before. I actually heard about that when I lived in Vegas. Not from when I was in Houston, but when I lived in Vegas. So they were talking about you then. Yeah. So every time I see Elliot try to insert themselves into something or be kind of funny for anything, and I realize, everybody who you were around or with don't fuck with you, and it's for a good reason. Yeah, so everything today with Candy going off and all that kind of stuff and Aja reading her, yeah. And just know that is somebody who is bitter at their time on Drag Race, who is bitter at the fandom for not falling in love with them, and who is bitter with the other queens that they could not stand getting time. That's the tea. That is, all three of those are true, allegedly. So yeah, I saw all of that. I like the tweets. I was like, did the whole bit. The whole bit. The whole bit. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Ah. So is it going to be worth it? Will it be worth it? Will it be worth it to subscribe just to insult me and think that it's going to work? I don't think it will be. But Rant Pack, what's going on? Let's continue talking. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe and become part of this Rant Pack family. Appreciate you for being here today. Stephanie. You want to drop a little love in my jar, please and thank you. It really does go a long, long way. You do not have to, but if you want to, it's PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $ Matty-Rants, and Cash App $ Matt924, not Matty-Rants. Cash App $ Matt924. I'm shutting down the Matty-Rants one. I'm trying to close that account as we speak. And Venmo Matty-Rants. So thank you for being here today. I did see Slasher Royale. I did upload my reaction to Patreon, so if you want to get my thoughts there, you can. I don't want to give too much away because I'm doing a review tomorrow, and I would like for people to participate. And as you know, with the review, I'm going to be doing it in the morning because I'm trying to catch my Pinoy's sisters and brothers and all those in between before they go to bed, since the show is based in the Philippines, and I think that's just fair, right? So, Aaron, I was like, this has been fun, but they'll still be able to pop in and see I'm live. They just can't say anything. And if it's that deep, if it's that serious, If it's that serious, then yeah, go ahead and subscribe and do what you gotta do. But I wouldn't, that would tell me you spend a lot of energy on me. Thank you. Hi. You wanna talk about it? You wanna say hi to everybody? Here she go. Say hey, mean. Hey, how's it going? She literally just came over here to say hello to y'all. Not even, I kid you not. She rolled up, kept doing that. I'm like, here go the camera. All right, there you go, baby girl. Y'all see that little log of hair on the ground? That was from when I took out my braids. I like refused to pick it up for some reason. Oh man. Oh, I wish, I love my braider. Right now I need a discount. Yeah, she's getting a little chunky. And that's just because she a bully for food. So like I can't, right now I'm like, I'm trying to regulate you, girl, but you get enough exercise, trust. Because they be running all over the house at night. Oh my God. Okay, so about me getting, me being hurt the other day. I was going to comment how good the curls are looking. Thank you, Felish. Thank you. I know, listen, y'all know when people insult me, I don't take it to heart because it's kind of like, bitch, I'm too old. I've been on this earth too long and I know my power. So you save that for those conversations in the mirror, right? Also, there's 41 of you here in this live. There's only 29 likes. I don't like that. Get some more likes up in there. Like this bitch. And drop me a tippy poo, please, please. But no, I hurt myself the other day. And, well, not the other day. I want to say this was like Sunday or Saturday when this started. But I got infected Monday. So I had a little cut right where my booty is and my thigh, like right underneath it. Don't know how it happened. I still think it was Mina, only because it got infected. And you know how it is with cat claws. If you ever get scratched by a cat, it takes forever to heal and can be easily infected because they be digging and shit and whatever. So I wasn't really doing anything about the scratch because I didn't think it was like anything. I didn't think it was whatever. No, it became a big deal. It became such a big deal that last night I almost went to the hospital. I was in that much pain. I had developed a fever last night. I hit 99.2. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital. I don't got no car, I gotta call Uber. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh shit, here we go. We're not trying to do sepsis. Like, remember when I went to the hospital last time and I almost had that. It was like, we gotta go. So I swear to y'all, I said to myself, I'm gonna pop a Tylenol. I'm gonna go to bed. If I wake up at any point in time and I'm sweating bullets, I'm hot as fuck, I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna get into an Uber, put my mask on, I'm going right to the hospital. It was about 4 o'clock this morning. I kid you not. 4 a.m. Something told me to wake up. And I woke up like, I was just squinting. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Mamo and Mina are staring at me from the corner of the bed. Because the cut that became infected bubbled. So it was like this big old knot I had there that was once a cut that then turned into some little like big old whatever that was, okay? That's why it was so painful. It was on every nerve ending. It was like on every nerve ending of my right side of my body. I was in so much pain. Babe, I woke up, I didn't feel no pain. I was like, uh-oh. I said, well, the good thing is it popped. But I'm in the bed. Oh no. I'm not gonna go into detail, but bitch, I pulled back them sheets, a murder scene. I was like, oh my God, I was killed. They got me. Oh my goodness. I'm talking about that little knot. that needed to pop, that I thought I was gonna have to go get Lance because it, like, again, it started as a scratch, but then it turned into a little ball that then turned into like a bubble. Correct, except I'm not like, so who is that? It wasn't anywhere near the private part. So like, yeah, it was on the back of my leg. Bitch, I'm telling you, I pulled back the covers and I mean it was that's what it would be called, an abscess. But like, exploded in the bed. Exploded. I was like, oh my God. I couldn't help but laugh. That's why the cats were like, I thought to myself, what did they, because cats have like really super hearing. I'm like, what did they hear at night? What did they hear to have them go, oh, what was that? So I had to get up. I was happy because once that happened, that means, okay, we're draining this out. I was already taking my antibiotics. This is a good sign. So it's a good thing. I was like, okay, great. This is great. This is what we needed to happen. We need to drain it. We need to clean it, all that, which is what I did this morning. So I spent my 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. this morning washing my sheets, hypoallergenic Tide, the one that's used for cleaning like real good. Did that with my sheets, washed all of them, including the under sheet and everything. I was like, I'm not playing with that shit, right? It's like Bob when he got it. It just needs to go. Like, you just want it to, once it popped, it's like, okay, we're finished. Like, now I'm done. Let me just go into my recovery, right? So I washed all my sheets. I washed every towel, too, that I had used prior to this. Every bit of clothing that I had that was dirty of any kind. I just decided to start washing everything this morning. And then I took the longest shower of my life. And I sat there and I was cleaning my wound. And when I tell you, I'm not going to, again, not too many details because it's gross. But like, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is a lot. Like, I can see the blood in the shower. I'm just like, Jesus. So I did go to the doctor eventually, because I was like, I need to like check and make sure like I'm not on some crazy shit. So I went to like this 24-hour place, checked in. They were like, oh, it already happened, so you just need to double check. I'm like, yes, I don't need you to diagnose me with nothing. I more so just need you to like, can I get some more of these? Can y'all clean this up for me? Like, what? And so that's what happened. And so they cleaned it and everything. And they were like, this is actually good, because personally, this could have gone into something deeper. Like, if that didn't break, you probably, and you said you got a fever. I was like, yeah. She was like, basically, Stephanie, she was like, you could have been, that could have been much worse. You could have lost a leg. People have lost legs over this kind of stuff. I was like, oh my, don't stop telling me shit like that. Like, I hate hearing that kind of shit. But no, I ended up feeling a lot better today, and bone infection would have been the worst thing. Like, oof, definitely didn't want that. But yeah, everything's fine. We're good to go. I just have to, like, today and tomorrow, do a lot of showers. Lots of showers, lots of put this there, reapply that there, re-put this there. Make sure you good. And then I should be good by this weekend. And if not, then I at least can put a bandage over there, and it's just self-healing. But right now, I don't feel no more pain. Thank you, God. And I prayed on it last night, too. I was praying on it. I was like, please, Jesus. I am in so much pain. Oh, Aaron, why are you being funny? Why are you being funny? There are 3 empty big ass water bottles. And I feel like that was a part of the process too, because I was drinking mad water yesterday. I was drinking mad water. I was like, ain't no way. Like, mm-hmm. 9 till, yeah, kind of like that. Like, it was definitely deep. And I was trying to figure out like, how did that happen? And when I told my cat scratch, they were like, ooh, like, oh, okay. And so for me, guess what else I did this morning? Individually clipped both of their nails and then proceeded to wash their paws. I got a hot towel and soap. It was just in between. Mina was losing her shit. I don't care, Mean. I don't care. We're not doing this no more. Same thing with Mama. They were losing it. I'm like, absolutely not. We will be doing this often. I don't think so. Daddy's gonna be giving you baths. You're gonna have to deal with it. Cause ain't no way. You don't even go outside that much for this to happen. What's up, Gabe? But yes, I'm fine. All is good. It was almost a very bad situation. And yesterday was like okay, either we're going to go A or we're going to go B. So I got lucky. Yeah, I got very, very lucky. Very lucky. But to anybody that has ever gone through that and you know what I'm talking about, that shit hurts. That's not some like, oh, okay. You know, it's like, oh, that was a little, no. Some of the most severe pain of my life. It felt like every nerve ending in my body was attached to that one area. So every time I did anything, it was like, ow, 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 ow. Could not get comfortable. I did not sleep Monday. Could not go to sleep Monday. Tuesday, I just passed out because I was tired. I was tired. Once I got off this live and I cussed out YouTube for a second and I did all of that, I basically went to bed around like 9, 10-ish. And so that's how this all kind of happened too. So yeah, it worked out. I'm very happy. Thank you, DW. I just... it was annoying to deal with because Jeff's birthday is this weekend and I was like, bro, I do not want to miss my friend's birthday, one of my besties' birthdays. That's just not okay. Like, and I remember I still feel guilty about one birthday I left early on for my friend Jeff. He did a pool party and I was in my very social anxiety era at this time and I wasn't prepared for like a bunch of different people. And I remember me like having a minor panic attack and just getting up to be like, I have to go, I'm so sorry, bye. And I really didn't, but I just couldn't take it. Like it was like I couldn't breathe, my chest was hurting. And they addressed it later because it was like, Matt, that was so, like, what happened? And I was like, y'all, I'm sorry. And I'm much better now. I'm way better now when it comes to stuff like that. But this was a little bit after the pandemic and I was still in my like I don't feel like dealing with people scenario situation. Also, I'm the guy who when I go to parties now and there's a smoke area for the blunts and shit, you know, little ganja or whatever, I'm smoking by myself, but I will smoke in the group. And when people don't know me now, I had one dude ask me, he seems cool. He wasn't messing or nothing, but I was kind of like, I know why he asking this, but whatever. But he was like, so why do you smoke by yourself? And the bitch answer would have been, because I want to, but no, it was very, once the pandemic happened and everything took place, I became less comfortable with sharing blunts. That's the uno. The two, I am a goddamn elephant. Okay, I'm a rhinoceros in these streets when it comes to tolerance of any sort of drug or medication. So you got to give me a lot of A for me to B and find my C. I don't want to share something that you are going to get more out of than me. But I paid for it and I rolled it and it's mine. So I need the whole thing for me to be on your level of 3 puffs. Do you understand? Like, I'm not even trying to shade the dude, but it was like, y'all are not true to this. Y'all like to do this on a little whatever. I can wake up in the morning with the bleezy. I can go to bed with a bleezy. I can be my afternoon lunch with a bleezy. I'm a regular with this. Okay. And I'm not a regular as in like I'm a pothead, I'm be a zombie all day, but I'm one of those people who is also active. I literally will smoke a blunt and then go work out. I was gonna do and go work out, bitch. What? And then go run errands and do all that. Stop and take a break. I don't need it, but it's also like when people want to have a cigarette or a vape or have a little alcohol or whatever. It's one of my vices that makes me calm the fuck down, and I'm able to deal with people and not overthink the ADHD, OCD that I got going on in my head sometimes. Yeah, like it's quite necessary for me to be a little lit so I can deal. And DW, probably Darnell can tell you how I am a whole nother person sober and dealing with stress versus when I got a little bleezy and I'm like, I can think and I can and do that with it. But what? You don't want to see me like that because like everything is it's going crazy. It's too much. My anxiety is overwhelmed. I can't focus. But let me hit one real quick. Okay, Matt, you good? All right. Is it that big of a deal? Well, it's a big deal, so we gotta feel okay. That's me and my brain. So let's finish it. All right, cool. When it's not available, I am thinking of 2 billion scenarios. How can I do this? What can I do this? What am I gonna do? And I don't want to take the medication for ADHD because the ones that I know of that they recommended to me, I was loving the side effects. No, I was not. You may experience impotence. Who? You don't know my father. That can't apply. Like my whole family with the men of the family. Oh no, we wouldn't. No. I was like, no, absolutely no. It's like, what? That's a side effect? No. So I can think clear? No. Maybe I just need some more things to put it into, and maybe that'll some edibles for me, I think if I'm gonna be real Belchan, I hate to say this, oral fixation. When it comes to like the idea of rolling, smoking, toking, and doing whatever. But I do like an Eddie. But personally, I have to, it just depends on what kind of edibles. And homemade edibles are always on the we about to go to sleep side. Like if you can go to a dispensary and you can find something where it's like, okay, sativa, indica hybrid, whatever, that's different. Like I did like a little sativa gummy. Those are funsies. Those are great. A sativa gummy is, yeah, because that is a functioning gum. That's a functioning one. Honey, you can just the whole day just walk through weed. And then you know how it is with a sativa. Once it starts to come down, that's when you just want to eat your food and then go to bed and call it a day. Versus for me, I prefer the hybrids because I like the in-between. I like both the head and the body, both the idea that I can function here, but I can feel comfortable moving around in my skin at the same time. Indicas I stay away from as much as possible, but if I get it, I know what it's for. Indicas are gonna do 2 things for me. 3. Always these 3. Hungry, horny, sleepy. That's it. Those are the 3. Giggly too, but hungry, horny, sleepy. Hungry, horny, sleepy. I'm gonna eat down with this, okay? I'm gonna take the best sleep of my life, wake up like weed, or I'm gonna go pound town with somebody and then we're gonna go get something to eat and then we go to bed. Like it's either or. So hybrids, I can play my video games, I can chill, I can do whatever. Same thing with sativas, indicas, I be out, crashed out, whoop, in the bed. I try to stay away from them. And the majority of people don't know that their first experience, and that's why they're so turned off from it, is an indica. And whoever you were with that was like, you should smoke me, bro, who's already been fully indoctrinated into that lifestyle, and then the first thing they give you is an indica. I was like, that's That is so wrong. Your first experience should always be, this is from somebody who used to spend time in the dispensaries and all that. Your first experience should always be a sativa. You need the one that's gonna make you talk, the one that's gonna make your brain do this. That's the one where you can find out if you even want to deal with this. That way you don't get sleepy later and you not have to deal with messing up your whole day, and you can make a decision based off of that and be like, I don't like this. That to me makes the most sense, but I don't know. Your first was in hotel sheets. Felt like I missed my first because in the hotel sheets. My first time smoking, I was 16. I was on the rooftop of this dude named Bo who went to my high school. He literally moved there. Like, he was one of my first friends at the school, because that first year was wild for me. But like the second year, I don't know, sophomore year and up, it got better. But freshman year, I hated, and sophomore year, it was like, but junior, senior was what's up. But I was 16. I'll never forget it, Bo. Bo, if you're watching this video, shout out, friend. I'll never forget that experience. Thank you for that. That changed my life. Went to his house. I had a BMW Z3 at the time. My dad was flexing through his kids with the cars we were driving. Z3, Z4. No, I had a Z3 because I had a Z4 later. This is sophomore year. I had a Z3 freshman and sophomore year, and I had a Z4 junior and senior. Yeah. That's when my dad was making money. Anywho. And he was buying all his kids nice stuff. And I was because we had our issues, one of his ways of making up for that with me was to get me very nice things. And he would find that would be the way to change my sexuality. I was like, no, it's not going to work. It's just going to make me look like a real stunt in front of all these punks, baby. But yeah. So Bo was one of the first people that knew about like my lifestyle and this, that, and the other too. But he was very like, I don't give a fuck. And I was like, oh God, you're going to be cool. We're going to be great. And so I went to his house. His mom was she reminded me of Helga Bataki's mother. I was like, oh, she chilling. He's like, oh yeah, she's definitely chilling. And I went into his room, and he had an aquarium, and he was growing the ganja in the aquarium. He was making hydro. I kid you, I was gagged. I was over here like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm growing it. What? He had the whole thing in his closet. Your mama don't care? He used to gag me. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Mind you, Bo was white. It was like, also, Bo was he was mixed, but he was basically white. And it was just so funny because I was, black household family, not used to this sort of bit. Like, my mama was in my business for the most part. Dad also was like very like up there, and I know his dad was strict too or whatnot, but he was also working all the time, so he was able to take advantage of that. So like, it was so crazy. So my first hit was not a blunt, and it was not wraps or papers. It was not a pipe or anything like that. It was a Gatorade bottle. A Gatorade bottle that they made into a bong. They then also had an apple that they made into one too. The apple tasted interesting, but the Gatorade bottle was really where it's at. So imagine your first hit is in a Gatorade bong that you all that up, all of that in there. Oh my God, bitch. And it was hydro. Like, it was some shit he grew. It wasn't some like stuff that's been chemically sprayed or anything like, no. It was like a straight grass. I was so gonzo. I don't know how I made it home, baby. I don't know how I made it home. I drove my car home. I'll never forget it. Every light, it was just traceable. I was like, what is going on? I stopped at the McDonald's by my house. Shout out to that McDonald's. It still exists. And I got my like chicken nugget order and all that kind of shit. I was the guy in school. Let me be honest with you, because y'all, I used to be an athlete too. I'm still an athlete, but I used to be way into it. So I would be getting like 2 cheeseburgers, chicken nuggets, the big fry. I was getting food now because like I was doing stuff. So I got a whole bunch of food at McDonald's. I remember rolling up into my house. Boy, I wanted so badly to get in that house and not be seen. so badly. So badly. I was so close. I get in the house. My mom is in the kitchen. And I have to go through that door. I can't go through the front. I was like, fuck. Because she's going to be so suspicious if I go through the front door. So I was like, I'm going to go through the kitchen. And she was like, hey, Matthew. I was like, hi, Mom. And she went, where were you? I was like, oh, I was at my friend's house after school. Hold on. Let me go upstairs real quick. I just need to take a shower. I was running and all that all day. Like, I couldn't even get my words. I couldn't even put sentences together. She told me later. She was like, Matt, you were like, I need to, okay, I'll be right back. I was like, Mommy. She was like, no, you were gone, Matt. I was like, oh my gosh. So I went upstairs. I took a whole shower and shit. Like, I took like the longest shower of my life. Baby, that was one of the best showers ever. I gotta tell you what, if you ever get a chance to like toke it up real quick, take you a nice shower. Get some eucalyptus oil. You're welcome. One of the best experiences ever. And back then, I was on my Bath and Body Works tip because you're in school, you want to smell like everything. So it was just very that. I come out the shower. I totally forget to go back downstairs. Whew. Like, it was a lot to take in. I had to go back downstairs because I realized I left my food down there. You think I'm taking my food up into my room? I'm gonna beat my ass. So I go back downstairs with new clothes. I thought I took a shower. I was clean. I was ready to go. My eyes are blood red. Blood red. Freaking the fuck out. I get some eye drops. Do the whole bit. They're not clear all the way, but there's somewhat there. I come back downstairs. I get my food and all that. And my mama was just playing with me. So she was like, so you were with who? Your friend? Oh, okay. She did that. She kept on sniffing and I was like, why is she doing that? And she was like, y'all were outside, huh? Y'all were in the woods. Y'all was, like out there doing stuff in the woods, right? Okay. Yeah, because you smell like outside. But a peculiar, it's a little interesting how what you smell outside. I was like, okay. I'm trying to like heat up my food and stuff and all that kind of crap. Man, I can't. My mom would have been trolling me too. Oh, Deb was trolling me. My mama was trolling the fuck out of me. I was like, bro, this is crazy. Do you want me to give a review for weapons? I can review it. I did talk about it a little bit, but I didn't do a review. But I can do a review today for this video, Robert, for sure. Yeah, y'all was outside, huh? No, she gagged me. She waited, though, till the next day to hem me up and really give me the business. And so my mama was really mad that I did that. But she was less mad that I smoked some ganja and more mad that my brother got a full back tattoo when he was 17. A full, and because he was obsessed with Tupac and 50 and all that kind of shit, my brother got an entire back tattoo at 17 that said, from her pain. Martha, I didn't mute you, so I'm not quite sure what that's about, and if it's my moderators doing that because you said something that was wild. I do respect and trust my moderators on that one. If you didn't say anything, I respect that. It's possible that when you came back in here, you could have had a different approach as to why they then muted you again, but I'm not doing anything. I don't know what happened specifically with that. I'll go back and look over the chat. If something crazy was said, then I would understand. If not, then, the muting is them just saying, hey, you're doing too much, and then you can come on back. But not quite sure what that's about, but I don't know you, and I don't have anything against you. Okay. But yeah, always fun, always fun. Okay, it's a new account. Oh, come on, so y'all do the research too deep. So Darnell, you listened to me when I told you that shit. I was like, you got to go to their pages, friends, see when they made them accounts now. If it was today, then that's obviously a troll. Because who is making an account today for YouTube? It's an established account. Be serious now. So let's talk about weapons real quick. And I'm not going to give any spoilers per se, but I do want to give you an idea of what kind of movie this is and if you should watch it. If you are easily scared, don't see it. But then do. Weapons is one of my favorite horror movies that I've ever seen, to be very honest with you. It was a great blend of storytelling, scary, horror, very cool way of them introducing the villain and how that was done. And then what I loved, I think even the best about it, it was pacing. The movie never once felt slow. Robert, not one time was I bored. I kept being like, okay, ooh, okay, ooh, what was that? Okay, all right, okay. Okay. There were 3 scenes that made me scream out loud because I'm a jumper. The first jump scare was the worst for me. That I wasn't prepared for because it took so long for them to do it. They kept playing with us. We're doing that. She's doing this. She's doing, I guess everything's okay. Boom! I was like, no, no, I hate that. Stop fucking with me. Robert, thank you for my first tippy poo over here today on Cash App. Let me pull up my Cash App in case, because I don't think I'm getting notifications. Thank you, Robert, for reviewing weapons. I appreciate it, Robert. I've only seen the main actress in the Ozark, but the previews of her in Weapons look appealing. She was great. She was great. She was she did her damn job. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like, I was impressed with her because I've seen her in Ozark too. But yes, she was excellent in this movie. And I kind of felt for her character too. Because like, yeah, let me stop talking. Let me stop talking because her story was actually really cool because you can understand why people were doing certain things to her, but you also had to look at it from her perspective at some times and then say, well, yeah, she's trying to do the right thing, but it was interesting to watch her process. I mentioned in my sort of recap of this with Bleecker that this movie reminded me of many different horror films, but there is a Pulp Fiction-esque aspect to it that I loved so much. It was one of my favorite parts of the whole thing. Once I realized they were doing it, I was like, stop it. I was like, nah. I was so hyped. I was like, okay, this is gonna be one of them movies. But yes, it is. Sorry, someone's asking me if I'm home. You know. I haven't had any visitors over here in like 3 weeks. The last person who came over to my place was Darnell. Shout out to DW. So when someone's like, are you home? Yes, I'm home. Visit me. I'm bored. Come say hello to my children. Please. I need to get a car again because ain't no way. Y'all don't know this. I'm definitely getting cabin fever. I don't like sitting in the house for the majority of the day. This is why I want another job on top of everything. I can't do this. I can't do this like that. I would like to still do YouTube, but I really need to get something else going on. I need more income and I need more stimulation to the brain because I'm becoming like about everything and I don't like that. And I'm like, that's because I'm bored. But no, back to Weapons. Weapons was super funny too, like intentionally funny. The script was hilarious at times with a lot of parts, and it wasn't uncomfortable funny. It was meant to be in certain places. So I'd rate the movie a 9 out of 10. The only reason I not give it a perfect score is because there is one particular portion of it that I was like, I didn't care for this. Like, it's not that it was bad. It just was like, I don't care about this part. Like, I just didn't care about it. And that was very much a micro 5 to 6 minute portion of the film out of the almost 2 hours of the film. Paul, is it Paul? Let me see. It might be. It might be. If it's, hold on, let me put his name in. Let me put his name in for the movie, for the cast. If it is, I'm gonna give you the craziest reaction. Hold on. Ooh, okay. Paul Weapons. I think you're right. Character. Yep. I was like, because they wouldn't show a picture of him. I'm kind of glad that Google did that so it doesn't give away some of the movie, but it broke down the scene. It said Justine and such are in the kitchen in an enchanted da 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 da, and I was like, yeah, didn't care for Paul. I like who Paul was involved with. She's a great actress and super funny. She did her job for the movie. I wish there was more of her, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, Paul's character was necessary for Justine's character, but like, I needed more of his wife so bad. I kid you not. I need the wife bad, bro. Cause she was so funny. I was like, wait, can we like focus on her for a minute? Hold on, Maddie, what music are you listening to lately? If you get a chance, listen to God Does Like Ugly by J.I.D. Who is that? I'm listening to Pink Panthers right now. Stateside. It gets played a little too often in my household. I don't know why I'm on my Pink Panthers tip. It's been a fun ride. Hold on, I'm pulling up my current music right now. I've been listening to a lot of Brazilian funk too. I don't know why. So I've been really like diving into it. Something about that Brazil. Ooh, Brazil be making some good music. I'm like, bitch, let me get out. If I was in the club, I'd be cutting the fuck up out here. Yeah, Pink Panthers, Girl Like Me, Stateside are the two songs I play the most. They're in my top 2 every fucking week. I've been listening to a lot of Daft Punk again. They've always been one of my favorites, but I've been listening to a lot of them. INJING, I'm not sure how you say their name, but I've been listening to them. I've been listening to Renee Rapp's album. Because I like Kiss It, and At Least I'm Hot. It's such a great song. At Least I'm Hot is such a great song. I apply that to my life in general. Ooh, before you play. Oh, another tippy poo. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Steffi. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate you, my baby. Over here on my KSG up. Can we? Okay, sending love. Thank you, Pookie. I appreciate you. I am going to put that into my Amazon order for more gauzes and medical tape for me, because I already know I need to change this again. Probably need to take another shower. Snow the Product. Oh, you want to know what else I've been listening to? Barbs, don't get mad. Imaginary Players is it. I'm sorry. That song is fire. That song is fire. I love that she used the sample from well, it's from Jay-Z, but it's from a different group. It's from these two singers. I can't get their name in my head. They sung so many good songs. Avant and Kiki Wyatt covered one of their songs. Long as I live. What's their name again? It's like Ken and something. I can't remember their names, but anywho. Love that song. I'm actually excited for the album now. I was like, okay, if there's some more of this on here, I will be okay. Because Renee and Angela, thank you, Aaron. And I know you know because Keondae. Look at me, see? Because I know that's one of my favorite, if I'm going to be honest with you, Kanye, I consider a music historian. Black music historian especially. But yes, I watched a few videos. But yeah, Cardi did her thing on that sample, but someone mixed hers with... I heard the Get Money. I did hear the Get Money one. The Get Money one... She didn't sample Get Money, but someone put the beat over it just to be like, I wonder if... Ooh, it slaps. Like, the Get Money one is like, ooh, it's so... I wish someone would just release it so I could also down... If Cardi is smart, and she's a Libra, so we're going to say yes. If Cardi is smart, she will put that as a bonus track on that album with the remix. And give that producer some cointadas and be like, thank you for doing all that. Because that song could, I don't think it's that much to pay for just to use that sample. I bet you money. Because she was like, Mama was rapping like 90s rap girlies. That's why I was living. It didn't feel like she was trying to bite off of everybody's, mother. It didn't feel like she was doing some of her old stuff like she did with the original album. I was like, oh. People saying she's offbeat is great. Their children, peace to Mateo. They are children. They know music from the 2000s and up. They are not adverse in hip hop in the full scale of where it comes from. And I also blame people like DJ Academics, swollen Jerry fucking Mouse bitch motherfucker, that dude. I blame people like him too, and I blame some of the streamers who really have got people fucked up. And yes, I understand it's about taste and about what is good for them, but like, let me explain to you, as somebody who grew up in the 90s, I didn't touch hip hop of the Biggie and Tupac sorts till I got to college. Like when I was in school and I was going to school, I was always about like top 10 radio and all that kind of bullshit, right? When I got to college, and I went to Arizona State, so this is not where I should find black culture. I'm going to be real. I will drag that university. I can tell you stories about the people that attend that school, but we'll continue. I somehow, some kind of way, started diving into old music. And it was 93 Till Infinity. I kid you not. That started that whole bit for me. I was like, what is this? I heard the song and I was like, I'm going to have to get into hip hop in the 90s. I'm going to have to get into hip hop old school. I then got into KRS-One. I got into Mobb Deep back in the day. Oh yes, like Wu-Tang, all of that. A Tribe Called Quest, which... Ooh, De La Soul, I'm still mad at you because it's very hard to get your album. I have to go find the physical copy. It's not on Apple Music. I'm not happy about that. I'm pissed as punch. The original is not on there. It's not on there. I'm evil. I have to go find a physical copy of that album. And I need to go find an album player to play said album. And it's a goal of mine to do that. Just for De La Soul. But like, I got into music from back then and it just rolled up for me. And even when I was growing up, I was a Janet Jackson fan before I was a Beyonce fan. I became a Beyonce fan through time, through understanding and seeing the artists and the music. I already was a Janet fan because as born into it, as a baby, I'm seeing her cut the fuck up on stage, but I was watching B's career. That's why that love comes from there, because I watched her grow. I watched her whole career go from a okay kind of, yeah, being real, an okay vocalist in my head to being one of the baddest bitches to ever step on the stage and eat the microphone. Because if you listen to Beyonce from back then to now, that lady has trained her voice in a phenomenal direction. She trained her voice in a phenomenal direction. I'm not going to entertain you, Dalavera, because I like you and I know you're just giving your opinion, and that's fine. You will not negate mine in this process. I enjoy her music right now, and I'm going to continue to enjoy her music, and I won't bash another woman or another artist to lift up anybody in that process, and I won't do it. I'm never going to do that. Not anymore, not going forward. Y'all can talk about people's husbands and their decisions and all that kind of stuff. Y'all can do that. I'm no longer participating in those really weird, functional, dysfunctional conversations. They don't do anything to lift or breathe or fill me up, honestly. The Virgo. You gotta just understand that, no, I can't give any explanations behind it. I'm disappointed. And that's just the truth. And I think that's just me going into my next chapter of my life. I don't want to entertain it anymore. If it doesn't make me, if it makes me feel uncomfortable or sad, I just won't receive it. I'm like, okay, that's not good. That's gonna be some energy that is attached to me later, so I'm not gonna fuck with it. I saw the commercial for Cat's Eye. I don't like that milkshake was used. I think Khalees is a really funny person, but I love Cat's Eye. I was like, how are they going to make boring clothes look less boring? And that wasn't achieved, but the dance was everything. But the clothes still look like shit. Shout out to Gap. Y'all make nothing. You want to talk about no versatility? Let's talk about Gap. You want to talk about no versatility? You want to talk about never changing their brand? You want to talk about the same fucking clothes and the same colors over? You want to go there? Gap. It was a cool commercial, a long ass commercial, but I was like, are any of these pieces going to be available, or are they custom on the girls? Because this isn't giving custom. This isn't giving on the rack. It's giving me custom tees. You want to know what I do appreciate though? I feel like the Gap commercial was a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge to Sydney Sweeney. I feel like it was. Because if we're going to be honest with you, that doesn't make any sense. If I'm going to be honest with you, I think that the American Eagle Sydney Sweeney thing does somewhat relate to a certain person with Levi jeans. And the political climate on top of that. And they knew who to use, and they knew how to do it. And American Eagle just showed their asses that they're performative as far as being allies, because they did have a whole collection of jeans that were geared towards the LGBTQIA plus community. But I believe that they changed like CEOs recently, so that's all out the window. But like, yeah, I clocked that shit because I was like, huh, because Levi's had a boost in their sales. I also bought a pair. Because of B. Like Levi's definitely saw the money growth from B. You know what I mean? And Sydney is a bobblehead. I don't take her seriously as an actress. I'm sorry. She's not great to me. She's quite terrible, to be honest with you. She's the same in every movie. Chest first. And she's doing it on purpose. We'll talk about Target, but I got a question about Doja's album. I'm not excited for it, but I will be listening to it. Ooh, okay. I'm going to let y'all, can I take y'all with me? I don't think I can take y'all with me. I need to go outside real quick. Give me just a second. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. I can't end the live because you know what's going to happen, but why didn't you tell me you were on the way? That really pisses me off. You should have told me you was on the way. What do I look like? I look crazy. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta go run outside and grab something. I don't go to Target anymore. When is the last time I went to a Target? Give me 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Moderators, block the the wrong ones. I hate that shit. Now I gotta run outside and look crazy. Why didn't you tell me you was on the way? Where is my key? See, this is this shit I'm talking about. Ugh. I don't even know where my glasses are. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going outside blind, y'all. Wish me luck. I'll be right back. Ooh wee. I think people know why we don't go to Target anymore. Okay. We are gonna have to take a Zycam because, yeah, somebody almost got Matthew sick. Oh my gosh. That done scared the shit out of me. Oh my gosh. Okay, I just had someone dead ass sneeze in my face. So, yeah. Yeah, my friend came by. They were talking about they like are not feeling good and all that kind of shit. And I was like, okay. And so I didn't know that. I was like, oh, so because they were dropping off something for me. So I was like, okay, bet. And then achoo. I just got over my whole leg situation. So that's why I was like, ow. It was one of those in the middle of saying something, like that. I was like, fucking. Zicam shortens colds. It's also really good for building up the immune system too. My dad recommended this to me, and every time I had like a situation where I was around someone who had a little sickness, or possibly someone sneezed in my face, coughed in my face, or whatever, or I felt any symptom of like any kind, the next day nothing wrong with me. Oh. Who's your good girl? It's Nina. This is the only way. All right, here you go. There you go, mama. Oh, the fact that you have to hold her because she's so, like, she wants to be held, but you gotta hold her like she going to jail. Like, you know, she locked up and she about to be on some shit because she be acting like, I don't want you to hold me, but yes, you do. You just don't know how to be held. Like, mama, you can pick him up, it's nothing. For her, she thinks something bad's gonna happen. But then when nothing bad happens, she's like, I'm gonna calm down, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if I'm not. And so she knows when I pick her up like that and my arms is like this, she's like, calm down, because all I'm gonna do is just do scratches. I put her in air gel. You. But you see now, it's so much easier. I can just pick her up now. Like when I first got her, no. That bitch, she was on some fuck you shit, right? But now, because she's seen me pick up Mamu, and every time I pick him up, she gets so jealous. Like, she'll hop on the couch. She'll be like, meow, meow, like, come on. Like, and I'm like, come up here. I'm still trying to get them both up in my arms at the same time. But she's the one that's holding out. Oh, that's right. Mina's birthday. Today is the 20th. Mina's birthday is the 28th. She will be 2 years old. I love it. Mina's birthday is before mine. Then it's my birthday. Then it's Mamu's birthday. August, September, November. We were close with him for October, but I also would have found it lovely and strange if I got a black cat whose birthday was on October 31st, and I was looking for that. Give me the Halloween kitty. Okay, what's happening here? Jamar. Jamar is so funny. Agree. He just watched Slation Royale, so he was giving me his take on the episode. This is the second episode of Slation Royale, was tea. The girl groups weren't even fair, though. The comment was, I was initially typing as I was watching the runways and was thinking, damn, nobody missed on this runway. But then Yuha walked out. That is an accurate statement. It's an accurate statement, unfortunately. I'm not going to give any more of the episode away, but that is a very, very accurate statement. Oh, Tito, don't get me started. Tomorrow, I'm going to have a field day on the bootlegger. I am going to have a field day on her because I like Yuha, but this week. Yeah, no spoilers. One of the bottom two made perfect sense. The other one, I was like, now hold on. Hold on now. If we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it. And let's also include the categories, please. This is both a challenge and a runway, and y'all seem to grade both. So what's going on today? But the lip sync, though, that lip sync was the tea. Yeah, the episode's out. Slation Royale is out now. I've also posted my reaction to Patreon too. So if you are a subscriber to my Patreon, it is available. If I'm gonna, for those of you in the United States that watch the show, it posts at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. I think 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. So Wednesday mornings weeks, it will be available to us because technically it's Wednesday evening. Do I have that right? Yeah, Wednesday evening when it's out there for them. So yeah. I thought it came out. No. It comes out on Wednesdays. Thursdays is Project Runway. Thursdays is Project Runway. Wednesdays is Slajon Royale. And it posts in the morning. But then, Stephanie, you're also across the pond, too. So for you, it just comes out in the evening time. Because you're closer to the Philippines time anyways. What is the time difference over there compared to them? Miss Ma'am, why you fucking with Mamu? Bubby, you good? What's going on? Hmm. 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 What's the business, Mr. Business? 8 hours forward? Okay. Oh. See, Mamu, a little normal size here and there, whatever. This old lady. Mm-hmm. You gonna eat this? Because Mina hasn't eaten it yet. So just to give you an example of what I'm talking about, this is Mina's bowl. This is Mina's bowl. They always have dry food, it's whatever. This is Mamu's bowl. But Mina ate all his food out the bowl. So now, because I feel like they just wasted $1 in some like, you know, a can of food. I'm like, y'all better eat this shit. Like, you better eat this. Oh, this is cute. This is cute. They were grooming each other. Do it again. Do it again. Wow. Yeah, she's a diva. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Okay, so Friday is UK Meet the Queens Day, and I will be covering it. So technically, holy shoes. Okay, so tomorrow we're doing Drag Race Philippines, the review, right? And then the next day, which is Project Runway Day, we do Project Runway, right? And that's normally around 1 o'clock. But Meet the Queens happens. So what I'm thinking is, because I'm not doing a Saturday video. Wait, what time are we going to this thing? I need to find that out from Jeff. Okay, once I find out what time I'm going to this, like, birthday river rafting or lazy river boat, whatever the fuck we're supposed to be doing, I will do something. I will move the UK Meet the Queens to Saturday morning. Yeah, it's Jeff's birthday, so he has an itinerary for the entire weekend, and we appreciate Leos with itineraries. It's one of my favorite things. Because, as a matter of fact, Libras and Leos are very much in sync as people. And a lot of my friends are Leos, like C. Diggy, Blakesha, Shafandra. Like, I have a lot of Leo friends. I prefer the leaders. I prefer leaders for friends, especially because I'm indecisive. Like, y'all make the decisions, please. I will just run through. I will follow through. I'll tell you if it looks pretty. So, yeah, Saturday. So that means Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then maybe Sunday. But no, either way, I will have the Meet the Queens out like this weekend for sure. If it's edited, it's because I had to leave like really early in the morning. If it's not edited, I didn't have to leave early in the morning. I'll figure that out. Because I'm like, shit. I forgot that all is happening this weekend, which is great for me, but a lot going on. Bubby. Mama, I swear, should I just change your name to Bubby? Because you respond to that more than you respond to Mama. Yeah, eat her food. Don't go, baby. You can eat it. It's okay. You can eat her food. Yeah, eat her food. If you want to. It's yours too. She ate yours. Fuck that bitch. Liam, I can't give you a time right now because I don't know what time the whole event is happening. I'm gonna say based off of you being like what, 7 hours ahead of me. Probably like 6 hours. Oh, that's better. That's better. Maybe 3 p.m. your time. If not, and I just do like an edited, I'll let you know ahead of time though. As well as Emmerich, I'll send out messages and stuff like that and be like, hey y'all, I'm gonna be doing it at this time. Or better yet, the Discord. The Discord, friend. We shall use the Discord appropriately now. I will let you know in the there we go. I will let you know in the Discord. I'm like, wait a minute. Why am I making this difficult? Liam, I will hit you in the Discord. I will let you know the day before. That's it. There you go. That's all. Hey, Maddie. If there is a panel this week, I'm considering doing a panel. It just depends on drag brunch. If we do an early drag brunch, I'll do a panel this week. If we do a late drag brunch, like at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's not gonna happen. But Sunday is a we don't know yet. But Saturday is definitely Meet the Queens. We just don't know if it's gonna be edited or live. And then Thursday and Friday, Slasian Royale. Friday, Project Runway. Boom. Okay. Schedule. Back to Joseph. What's up, Joe? Do you know the girl group XG? They have some good songs. Personally, my favorite song from them is Woke Up. XG. Let me look them up real quick. XG. Hold on, I was in the kitchen. Did I show that on camera? Okay, I did. XG. Let's take a look. Oh, Matthew, you should have sat down a little bit slower. You're not in too much pain, but that feeling was weird. Okay. Okay. I am super mega hungry, but I'm also like not at the same time. I don't know. It's a weird feeling. Like my energy's like, but I'm like, Oh, Ninetail, because first of all, Antonio should be the one to go home. Just on principle of you having your brother to work there for you, like that bothers me. Is there something wrong with that, Bubby? Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to figure out what Mom was doing. Maybe the can that I use wasn't great, and that's why they're not eating out of it. Okay, let me stop. Because, I'm over here hyper focusing on the baby. And noticing him eat the dry food, but not the wet food. He went and looked at the wet food. He smelled it. He was like, I'm like, what? Fine, then that lets me know that I will split those cans, save me some money. Because wet food that's not cheap, sweetheart. And I do need to go ahead and re-up on food again. Oh, not dry food. I got that for them, but wet food, yes. Oh, so to XG and to Project Runway. My ADHD was slapping me in the nuts. Come on, Matt. Let's do XG. Why am I sweating? Oh, I was outside. Okay. XG. I'll go MIA. I'll go, go, go. I'll go MIA. I think I have seen them before. I feel like somebody told me about them. Ooh, baby, I'll be like this from the do. It's from New Year 2025 Anti-General. I'll take a look at their music. Oh, they got a music video. Oh, work. Can you not use the other litter box, please? You got 2 of them. Why are you using the one that I need to like put more litter in? I was trying to wait till after this video. Y'all do this shit on purpose, I swear. Okay, I'll listen to that later. It's giving a little hip hop, so I'm a little like concerned, but we'll see. I'm not a fan of hip hop aspects or elements with K-pop groups. I'm going to be honest with you. It never feels authentic for me. It feels very hokey pokey and very, I saw this on television, I'm a redo, just being honest with you, especially from the culture. I prefer other, like the cutesy kind of stuff. But I'm gonna take a look at the group because the music video looked fire. I was like, oh, okay, let me take a look at y'all. To Project Runway though, well, they're not watching it anyways, Liam. So if I did something like that with them, I don't think that's really the greatest decision. I don't think that's a good decision. I feel like some of the people would not receive it as a meet the queens, but more of a how can we make fun of this person that we're talking about. And so it becomes less about meeting the queens and more about what joke I think is funny. So I don't think that's actually a great idea at all for the panel. If you remember my conversation yesterday about what I said about said panel. So I'd like to keep that separate with Saturday, Thursday, and Friday. If anything, and if I don't do a panel on Sunday, I'll just do a Meet the Queens by myself on Sunday. Just being real. To Project Runway, though, yeah, it should be Antonio, unless the edit was on some bullshit and we find out in the last hour that they all came together and sent the twin home. Yeah, I think Joan is going home. That would be the proper answer because Joan has not been given these last 2 weeks. If they send Joseph home, it's because he was a threat. It's because he could possibly go further and farther and they're gonna like him. It should be Joan. It would be Antonio if it was me, because I like the bullshit and I want the drama. And I know I could beat Joan later. Like Joan will go home this upcoming week. So why send her home now when they are gonna do that? I don't have to make that decision. The idea is that the contestants are now given all-stars rules and you all get to choose who you want to go home. Honey, I'm sending home the annoying brat. The judges will see Joseph's work and not like it. They'll see Joan's work and not like it. And then we can move on. But I get to choose. I'm sending home the Av twin. The one that likes to use the abs too much. The one that's over here quoting Drag Race too much. Always getting mad when no one like her shit. Get her out. They also get to work together and help each other with their outfits. Get out of here. Bye. Immediately. Immediately. No questions asked. No verification necessary. Get out of here. Angelo was sent home because Angelo was boring. No tea. Like, as much as his shit was wearable, it also looked like Kanye developed that look in a very dark room for an academy he's about to have go under where he teaches people not to be a certain thing that they all end up being. So yeah, like, I liked him too, but I promise you this, it was menswear. I do menswear. I do menswear. I have a daughter. I do menswear. I have a daughter. I'm doing this for my daughter. I have menswear. I'm not used to this. I do menswear. I have a daughter. I do this. I do menswear. I have a daughter. That was him the whole season so far. It was, got a daughter. Do this. I was like, that's why I would say Joan should go home, because Joan, you are grown. You are, I'm a grown woman. Joan, grown. Joan, grown. You older than everybody there. Talking about, I'm gonna blame Utica. You saw what Utica was making. Your shit could have been cute. Utica went home that day. She would have went home that day. Huh? Like, I thought that was wild to me. It was like, well, that's the captain. You can disagree with your captain. Once that cheerleader pic came up, I felt she's leaving. I mean, if we're gonna go there about the edits, once that man showed his daughter, he was out too, high key. Who else I know that we can talk about that went home? Oh, the half Japanese girl. I really want to do something about my culture. Proceeds to give her entire storyline in the same episode she went home in. Well, not the same episode she went home, but the one she was in about too. In my background, and I was like, this is her last day. I was like, this is her last day. We just got your full arc. We don't have to know anything else about you. We could have waited a couple more episodes and got piece by... No, we got the full bit. Like, guess what? Right now, Utica has discussed Drag Race and being a farm boy. They haven't gone into religion yet or all the other stuff. And mind you, that religion part's a big deal. So that's why I was like, oh, you's going to be there for a second. Because there's actual story to go through. Is Utica the only one who got family pics and is still there? I feel like the twins got something too. But I don't know if they were family pictures. I think their childhood pictures were shown. Yeah. I know that. I do remember that from the twins. Like, their kid pictures were shown. Yes. I think those three in particular, they're going to keep for a long time. And that bothers me a tad bit. Because I can't stand the twins. I just can't. It's so, like, ugh. It's like the idea of a fashion house is that, yes, someone is the leader, but like if you're in said house and you want to change something up, approach the leader. Joan didn't like her sketch. Why did you not fight for that? Well, Utica liked it, so I'm just going to go with what Utica liked. Wrong answer. If you didn't like the sketch to begin with, why just show her the one you didn't like? Why not just show her the one that you really love and then let her pick that apart, if that's the tea? I would have been so confused with Joan because it's like, you didn't even want to do the sketch. You hated the sketch. But it's Utica's fault because she chose the other silhouette? Okay, I got it. Oh, no, I disagree with you, Rome. Fuck the twins. That's my issue with that part, is that no one is working together, obviously, unless it's that serious because they're in groups. And so, and here, I'm going to pull you in, Rome, because I'm going to slap your hand real quick, okay? Hey, Zoe. I'm going to slap your hand, okay? That's not a good point. I'm going to tell you why. They've been in teams. So, yes, they can work together. That makes sense. This last challenge was an individual challenge. They shouldn't be working together. Everybody else is doing solo. They're actually working like they're still in a team. Not okay. Not cute. Not all right. Just so we're clear. The whole first part of the season was all team episodes. Your point very much is valid there because you're in teams. Y'all should be working together. This is an individual challenge. Antonio's outfit was not done. His brother was literally helping him glue shit on at the last minute. He ended up being in a position where they talked about said look. They were not in teams this last episode. They were not in teams this last episode. The unconventional challenge. They were not in teams. This last episode, which was the are you here? I love you, baby, but come on now. I'm over here like, I know I'm not being gaslit into thinking something else happened. They were not in teams. This last challenge, the entirety of everybody's argument about them for this last episode, they're always working together, there's always scheming, always doing all that. This is an individual challenge. And it will be an ongoing conversation because they shouldn't be working together and bouncing ideas off of each other. They're from the womb. They literally live together, if anything. That's not fair. That's a horrible advantage to have in a competition because they are now using those strengths that they have at home. And you see how one is now speaking for the other when they're getting bad critiques. Okay, so you over there. I'm in all of the above. You on that episode. I'm on all of the above, where it's like this last episode, they were still doing what they was doing. So like, yeah, no, it's a problem. It's a big problem because it's giving, y'all are going to do that all the way to the end. And your collections are going to probably look the fucking same. A flower in the desert and some sort of other poinsettia. Like what? No. My issue is they should be talking to production versus them, let's work together. No, fuck all that. We're going to keep this individual. Someone needs to make it a big deal. What's up, Joel? What's up, way too good for this? Yeah, that's my whole thing. Like, no, we're not about to, hey, they're working together, so let's all do, no. If we want this to be an individual challenge, let's make it one and make a big deal out of this and a big stink. That's what I would have done. I think everyone is too afraid to cack them. I don't think, and I'll be real with you, I don't think nobody is ready to challenge them hoes because they come as a duo and they're very aggressive. Okay? That's why nobody wants to like get in a fight because no one wants to get in an argument and lose to some two fucking idiots. So they're like, nah, we good on that because they're going to come in, and while you do have people who you've met today, they're going to have your back. These two have years of developed reads they've already pre-recorded in their brains to give to folks. I think Joseph just doesn't care. And I think a couple other people are just more so in a space of like, my work will be good enough to win, and it will eventually come to the light that they're helping each other, and we're going to rely on that. I feel like everyone is doing that on the show when it comes to this. They're complaining in the confessionals, and they're saying a couple of things here and there to them, but they're not really driving the point that this is something that's bothering them. So instead, they're relying on, well, the judges will see us, and they'll know our work is great, and we did it ourselves. You're in a reality TV competition show. They're going to go for the drama. So if you think that your work is going to be stellar enough, your storyline better be even more stellar. Your storyline, everything about you better be even more on point, if you will. Because, I don't know. But no one's talking about getting the twins out. They're really not. And they weren't this last episode, and that's what pissed me off the most, because I'm like, this is actually all of your complaints have now been given the opportunity to then do something about it, and you're not going to do it. So what is the point of this? You get to choose, and that's the only reason I think they gave the contestants the chance to pick someone to go home, is because all of a sudden, Law's the only judge today. Law gets to pick the three for the top and the bottom and the winner. And now all of a sudden everybody else gets the opportunity to do this. I'm like, we're watching two different shows, so I'm just gonna let that be. But like, yeah, I just was over here like, no. I never liked it on Drag Race. I don't like it on Project Runway. Whatever unwritten, whatever you want to say. I don't like that shit. How about that? I need that to be the answer, so you know that you're not making a point with me. I don't care for that. I don't like it when people get help. I think that's bullshit. It's like, okay, you weren't even finished with your garment and someone then helped you with it. And now you're winning this episode with help from ABC? No, no, you didn't do that. I don't respect that. Not a fan. Love you wrong, but I'm like, no. They don't get grace from me. They don't get none. Not a lick. Not one lick from me. We will have our agree to disagree right there, baby. Big hugs, but ew, no. Abso-fucking-lutely not. When it's down to Yuchen, Utica, VJ, and the two brothers, guess who will be in the bottom? Twins, the best Antonio can do is 5th. I think Jesus will go to the finale. Not Antonio. I think Jesus is going to go. Jesus doesn't make bad clothes. Jesus has questionable taste sometimes where I'm like, what is this? But he has an eye, and I see it. Where his brother, I feel, is a little bit more punk in his approach to certain things, but also wants to give some kind of eleganza. But he has a lot of ideas, and he doesn't know how to confine them like his brother does. Like, Jesus can confine all that. He can be like, I want to do all of these things, but I'm going to pick 1, 2, 3, go. Whereas Antonio is like, I want to do all of these things. I'll just remove one and then keep the rest. Utica, in my opinion, with her looks, she has an uphill battle because they're already focusing on her drag as something. And that also could be Utica's fault for even like placing that in their storyline. But I also heard that they made her get into drag. And it was like, well, if they're making you get into geesh. But then they were like, dude, I mean, what is this about? Like, I don't know. I think there's a fine line between costume and garment. And so Utica has to figure that out. Because sometimes it's giving costume and not garment. I like VJ, but to be real, VJ hasn't been hitting nothing until this last episode. Like, the last episode. You know what I mean? This last episode, she gave something actually super duper pretty. But let us remind ourselves, VJ was in the bottom recently. And they were just okay for the other challenges. No shade to VJ. So, like, good luck, girl. But I'm also thinking, you've given some bullshit, too. So, I want Utica or Yuchen or Bellania to win. I want them 3. Utica, Yuchen, or Bellania. Those are my 3. I would like to go to the top 3 and compete, personally. I don't think that one of them is going to get there and that Jesus will be in that position instead, but those are the 3 I'd like to go far and like to go all the way to the final. Madeline gives me, I'm waiting for this out. Madeline, you're a sweetheart. You're so quiet and just sweet little peep, all baby girl. But like, yeah. No, what I'm saying, Tito, is that VJ hasn't been making any noise with their outfits until this last episode. The previous episodes, it was like, okay, chop, okay. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, but that's not cute, but okay. And then I was like, all right. I don't know. We'll see what happens. This season is interesting. I'm enjoying it a lot. I just hate that they're making us wait till the next episode to see somebody go home. I hate that so much. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. Oh my God, I hate it so much. It's so stupid. Oh, I hate it so much. We gotta wait till next week, and then by the time we get there, we don't even care no more. I don't know. Project Runway's been good though, and it's nice to see Heidi back. This format's interesting. Law was a excellent addition. You make them sensitive people out there feel some kind of way. Yes, baby. I love that Law does that. Law really do be showing people out. The soft shell turtles show the fuck up. Okay, every time. Why is he so mean? He's so mean. I just think it's so rude. You would not be saying anything if he was talking to somebody that you disliked in that way. You reserve those moments for when he comes for people that you like. The end. You can apply that to a certain group of people out here in the United States too. Nothing to say when they're talking about somebody else, but dare you say something about that one person? Dare you go there? As if you're attacking Jesus Christ himself. Can you imagine putting a false idol before God? I would never. That's why I'm like, if you live out here and people have been doing some shit that make you go crazy, just remind yourself they breaking something every day. They ain't following that book. Don't even worry about them. They use it, but they ain't following it. They use it as a weapon. They don't follow that book. They cherry picked what they liked. It's okay. Y'all are good. To my people out there that feel discriminated against Christian, no, honey, they cherry pick. It's okay. You're fine. Don't worry about it. They're very good at cherry picking. And God forbid that you pick up that book and find a verse that can contradict them. And you can. And you very much can. Oh, it's easy to. Trust me, that book is everything can contradict. Go from old to new. Boop. Change up the rules. Very much that. So don't worry about that shit. Johanna, how you doing, baby? Okay, we are gonna get up. I need to make my thumbnail for Drag Race Philippines. What should be the screen grab for Drag Race Philippines this week? Everyone say hi to Mina. Mina. Mina Weena. Mina Weena. Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl. Why is this one-eyed pupil bigger than... Oh, okay. Okay, y'all about to see something real quick. Mamu, I haven't moved this package in so long because he likes laying on it. I haven't moved it from that spot, and I refuse to because once I saw that Mamu likes laying on it, I was like, oh. So I can't move it now. It's one of his beds. I kid you not. Oh, it's so funny to me because I'm like, I have all this shit I bought y'all. All this shit. And the Amazon bubble package is your choice. Yes, new South Park is on tonight. As a matter of fact, let's check. Thank you for the engagement. Isn't it crazy? I don't know what's going on with that person. I don't even know who that is. Okay, let's see here. The last South Park episode was hilarious. Hold on, South Park. Where are my glasses? Okay, so it's called Wow. Oh, so you're threatening me? Hold on. Liam hid you and muted you. All my moderators are doing this to you. You have also now threatened me. I'm crazy. I promise you I'm crazier than you. I mean, actually, I take that back because I would never re-log in and then come back into somebody's live stream to harass them. That's a sign of mental illness. So that I wouldn't do. So my crazy may be more functional than yours. But yeah. It's okay, Johanna. I'm about to end this live too, so they can come back, but I won't be here. What do I need to do? I need to wash these dishes. Miss your face. I already ate breakfast this morning. I made 2 eggs and I used some barbecue chicken I had left over as the protein. I had to put one of my meats in the freezer and I really just do not feel like unthawing it. So I might take the tippy money today and get something cheap. So that way I don't have to make my apartment. No, I should still try to cook something. Nope, I should still try to cook something. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna cook something. Fuck that. No, Stephanie, I gotta save that for the weekend because we'll be out and about with friends for Jeff's birthday and stuff. So I'm like, let me be smart. Let me be smart. Let me be a bit more. Let me be way more responsible here, especially with bills coming up. I gotta take the stuff that y'all have blessed me with and put it for the things I gotta keep on. So yeah, I think I'll just make this tonight. Call it a day. Yeah. It is Marie Callender's. Marie Callender's. Marie. What you know about Marie and the calendars and the pot pies with the chicken and the stuff? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be better because Stephanie, like, God knows, I would love to get something from Uber Eats right now. Shit, if there's a deal and I can get some, because I do have a hack where I can get Popeyes for like $11. What's up, Zoe? There's a deal where you buy one sandwich, get one free. And so that's $6. And then you get like a thing of fries, which is another $5. You don't get a drink. You don't get a dessert. That's $11. And it always turns out to that total. It's like so good. Hey, Kayla. It's so good. So I like, that's one of my like favorite things to do with like Uber Eats. Whenever Popeyes has that deal, I'm like, oh, we're gonna get the cheapest meal ever. And I never eat the second sandwich. Never. You wait till the next day. That is lunch for tomorrow. So you got your sandwich, you got your fries, you good. Drinky poo, water's at home, we're good, right? Next day, that sandwich is lunch. I actually did start an episode. It was episode 1, season 1, and it was pretty good. And I liked it, but I paused it, Zoe, because I got caught up in watching another show on Netflix called Sweet Home. And it's a show I've been trying to finish for a long time, and I've been so procrastinatory, but I did watch the first episode of it, and I did like it. So I'm going to finish it. That's a promise. It's on my list now, and it's going to be a part of my, like, when I have time to sit down and watch, like, TV or whatever, I'm like, I'm going to see an episode of this. But it was cute for the first episode. I was like, oh. I was like, oh. But then I got into the other show that I've been trying to finish. Is it Korean? I'm not sure if it's Korean or not. I got so caught up into it, and I was like, okay, I can't. Yeah, so season 1 I finished last night. I was binging it before I passed out, and I was laying in the, because I wasn't feeling good, so I just laid in the bed with that. Because I started with Sakamoto Days, I then went to Ginny in Georgia, and then I went to Sweet Home. Because I was like, I'm trying to watch a bunch of shit at the same time, and I can't. So that's how I did it. And then I ended up finishing season 1 of Sweet Home. And I was like, that was crazy. That's a good show. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty cool. I kind of like it. Yeah, it's a good show. The graphics are a little womp, but that's to be expected with like TV series. I wouldn't do monster flicks and shit like that, but. Oh, wait, is this the episode? This is one of my favorite episodes. You better work, bitch. This is the one where They were making fun of people who use Facetune. I lived in Korea for 2 years and never got into any of the shows or music. What? I do want to visit. Which Korea? I forget which one I want to visit. There's one I don't want to visit because I'm probably not allowed to go there. I'm like, Matthew, I can't even remember. There's like one where I'm like, I know I'm not supposed to go there. I go to the other one. But my friend asked me if I wanted to go to Japan yesterday because he moved to Thailand. And so I got my passport now. And he's like, you got to come and visit. So I definitely see myself in Thailand next year, as well as the UK. That's all I'm going to say. So South, there we go. South is the accessible one. There we go. So my friend, we were trying to talk about like trips and stuff like that. So they want me to come to Thailand to visit them and be there for like a few days. And then we take a flight to Japan. It's like a 6-hour flight. And then just go to Japan and like be able to go to the Pokemon store, the Nintendo place, and visit some of the things out there. And I've been wanting to go to Japan for a very, 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 very long time. I already have a bunch of black, gray, and white clothes, so I'd fit in perfectly. No loud clothes for me. Yes, the anime cafes too, Xavier. I want the full experience. I saw the Sailor Moon one and wanted to pee. The Kirby one is cute too. I was like, what is happening? This is not real. Like, oh, if this was in the States, I'd be there every other day. I just saw some things I really liked about it where I was like, I'd love to visit Japan. So that's on my list. Costa Rica, Brazil, Thailand, Japan, Philippines, South Korea, and then I forget the other place. United Kingdom, Germany, France, and Scotland. Have y'all seen the TikToks? Oh, that's right. You know what, Stephanie? I should make it to Poland. Never been, but that'd be crazy. That'd be an awesome trip, I'm sure. I need to make it to Poland. I was watching something recently. I lost my train of thought, but it was something to do. Oh, they were shocked that there are black Irish people or black Scottish people. Oh my God. I had a field day watching those videos. Cause I'm like, y'all cannot be this stupid. And I love us black Americans sometimes, but I was like, wait, are y'all shocked? I wasn't shocked. I was like, we're everywhere, just like white people are everywhere, Latin everywhere. What? Oh, they talking like that? Because they live there and because the accent flow, they were probably born there. Oh my God. Do you know that happens in the United States of America by you moving to different regions too, where you pick up on the accents? Like, for those of you who've been to New Orleans, baby, you already know what I'm talking about. You know what you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. It's crazy. It's like, come on. Like, people on the West Coast talk different than people on the East Coast. People in the South talk different than like how are we not able to? It was so funny to me. I was like, why is this news and why are we celebrating this? Because these are just normal people fucking living their lives. Oh my God, it's so funny. Yes, every summer came back to Jersey with the country accent. It's a Jersey thing. It's one of my favorite South Park episodes too. It's a Jersey thing. It's a Jersey thing. I've been to nearly 30 countries. We're everywhere. Yeah, like I know that. I also know that because I have a cousin of mine who literally just travels the world for shits and giggles. Like, she don't be talking to nobody. She just travel the world. She do her own thing. She'll post a picture every now and then. When you talk to her, it's What country are you in today? What are you doing now? Because she's a person who just can't sit still. And we knew that, and this is her life. She travels the world. Place to place, live to live, do all that kind of thing. It got so hot. Y'all don't understand. It was so nice and cool this morning. It was 75 degrees outside. It was beautiful. It is now hot and muggy. Ugh. Did you see white Scots try to say there's no racism in Scot? It's an American. It's an American. Y'all just deal with, the only people who are concerned about race are American. The great thing about history is that you can try to erase it, but we'll always be able to find it. It will always come back. The truth. So, no. I get insulted by that, knowing damn well in other countries that racism fucking exists. Everywhere. Even in the Philippines, like that also applies into more than just race, but also colorism. So, and xenophobia and bigotry, if you will. But that shit exists everywhere. It just is way more prominent out here than anything. But also, I can't speak to other countries because that'd be wild. Let me tell you about UK's history with racism. Yeah, no, because I don't live out there. I didn't do the research. I have no idea what's going on. I got to depend on my brothers and sisters with passports and people who have decided to move places to understand. But I've seen enough videos of this woman in Japan getting her hair pulled on and them talking about, you're so dark. Why don't you bleach your skin? To know what that is. And while people can say that's innocent, there's also an underlining tone of that's not okay. And it should be something that is addressed. And when you're not addressing it because you want to make it innocent, it then gives them the power to then do it again and then to teach others to do the same thing. Versus you making it normal that there is a person of another color living in your country, city, town, or place. I know, Stephanie. That's why I just stopped giving people like that power of the back and forth and we're gonna do. No. You can debate. You can debate with yourself. The argument is not even here anymore because I've got it. I got my answers. I did my research. I did all that. You can't add anything to this conversation that's going to be helpful. You're not going to add more information that's going to make me change my mind. You are not going to blow the doors off of this and teach me something I didn't already know. Because I actually did my research and I didn't use TikTok, Twitter, or Fox News as talking points. I've learned to mostly ignore the stares. That's what you have to do. Until somebody put their hands on you, you just have to simply just be like, that's the difference, is that out here, we're going to clap back, we're going to do all this, that, and the other. In other places, it's like, well, that's not really normal to do. Is you about to fight and pop off about you calling me this, that, and that. No, it's different. So at this point, I just want to go to another planet. Well, guess what? Those aliens are going to hate our ass. Ooh. You're a human from Earth? Bitch, what? Hold on. Check them for diseases. Because, they got a whole bunch of crap out there. They've been trying to kill each other forever. They've been trying to unalive each other forever. And they've been making up stuff to get them. So you come over here. We got to see what's in your body. Because you're not bringing that crap over here. We don't know if it's going to touch us yet. That's the uno. Whew. Can you imagine? That would be so funny to me. We're like all the way to another planet. It's like, yes, we're about to get our life. We're not going to deal with this drama no more. When Jesus says, yes, we get there. And then... and watch everybody be fine too. Oh, that's going to suck. We get to the new planet. Fine. Everyone's fine. It's like, what is that? But they're like, oh, wait, who are you? Ooh, human. Ooh. Oh, I think aliens do exist. I think aliens have seen enough of us. I think they're watching us just decimate ourselves, personally. I don't think they need to do anything. I don't think that any other species outside of Earth finds us to be a threat in any capacity. I think they see we're already doing the damage to ourselves versus needing to come here and take over. That's why I find those movies so funny. Because it's like, we are not that bad. We are not that bad. I'm sorry, if we as humans can think of aliens having better technology and equipment from us and being higher beings, how is that not too far-fetched for us to then figure out that why would they come here and take anything from us? Resources. Earth? Honey, you have already burned a hole in the ozone layer. We are getting cooked as we speak. More than half the ocean is dead. Resources. You think aliens don't have an alternative to oil? Get the fuck out of here. That is so funny to me. Where they're going to come to Earth and take all of our shit. That is such a colonizer way to look at things. You took from others. Now you don't want them to take from you. Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, they're coming to Earth. No, that would never happen. I don't think there would ever be an alien invasion to where they're trying to take our resources. If they would do anything as aliens, I can only see us being just like, we have watched everything take place on this planet and we are tired of seeing y'all do what you do. So we just think it's best if everybody get gone. That's the only thing I can think of aliens wanting to do with us. Like, they are so embarrassed to be in the same Milky Way galaxy, somewhat universe as us, and they see the shit that we do. Oh, hell no. Hell no. The Council of Planets has gotten together and said, fuck Earth. I can't. What's happening? Where's my baby? The Arcane fandom just had a bunch of non-black, non-US Latinos make fake screenshots using slurs and jumbled up ab to claim that black fans were... Oh my God. Okay, we need to talk about this movie. They're Eating Dad. Did I ever give y'all a full review of that Ice Cube movie? Did I ever give it to you? Is this the last thing we're going to do before I get off of here today? Okay, let's go. I don't think I've ever sat down and talked to you about that. I told you it was terrible, but never, like, broke it down. Okay. This is the last thing today, and then I gotta go. All right. Before I do that, thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. Drop a tippy poo in my jar if you feel like it with paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matty-Rants, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Okay, here we go. Ice Cube does not need to work as an actor anymore. Ice Cube does not deserve a SAG card if he has one. Ice Cube also is a trash panda based off of the things that he's... I'm gonna be quiet about that. That's a whole nother story. But, like, here we go. The entire movie is War of the Worlds. If you have seen War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise, or you've seen, I think there's an older version of the movie too, plus the radio broadcast that they did back in the day, that's what the movie is. It is War of the Worlds, because that's the title of the movie. But it's from the perspective of a Homeland Security agent who we are supposed to believe is Ice Cube as being the head of one of the top people in Homeland Security that is monitoring all of our stuff and this, that, and the other, Ice Cube, we are supposed to believe, okay, that's the start of this. Everything is done through the computer screen. Nothing is done separately outside on camera. So all the footage that we're watching through this movie that's an hour and about 40 something minutes, maybe an hour and 30 something, some change, all via the computer screen. I'm not joking. The entire movie is Ice Cube feeling a ways about her daughter being with this dude who is not the ideal guy for him, aka black father, white or Latino passing white son. Boom, with his daughter. They lost their mom, and Ice Cube feels guilty as a man, but he's a man, and you know, men don't have emotions and they're supposed to be hard. It was very much giving that. It was very much a letter to those people. You know what I'm saying? Like it was that. It was awful. His son is very intelligent and wants to have a relationship. He be dogging his son the whole movie. He dogging his son the whole movie. The whole movie. Tired of you. I'm tired of you. Why are you always doing stuff? You always acting crazy. Like Ice Cube in Are We There Yet? The whole movie is Ice Cube and Are We There Yet? As a Homeland Security officer who is supposed to basically be looking over all of our data and our cameras and shit, and they're looking for this hacker. Because they're like, this hacker's going to do something. Wow. We'll get to the hacker in a second. So while they're looking for this hacker, all of a sudden, there's an attack that looks like it's from a different planet. And everyone's like, where are these robot things coming from? And what's happening here? And oh, they're taking over. Oh, this is crazy. And some people are getting killed, but they're not, if that makes any sense. I don't know how to describe it. The robots were going into the main data centers over the United States. And it was supposed to be the main data, like where all of our information's being held. We sat through an hour and 10 minutes before we get to the third act of being gaslit into thinking that it's aliens that are taking over, which technically it was, but it's not. It was an AI program that this guy, it's an AI program that this guy made up about accessing data, who then sent a signal out into the world, or I guess because of what he was doing was so crazy, or it was so like magnificent that some alien saw that shit. I kid you not. And he was the reason this was all being set up in the first place. Like, this is his doing and his creation, the way he was setting this up. It was supposed to be some sort of guise to like say that they're being invaded by aliens and it's just the aliens thing, but the twist is it's really just this man who wants to get everybody's data and information, and then everybody's going to be like, oh no, all our information is stolen, but in reality he'd be the guy who has it all, and so he's going to be the savior who's going to save all of them, and blah 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 blah. Yes. And so the guy who Ice Cube is working with, who's supposed to be his boss, is actually his enemy. And it was a lot to take in. And so he worked with this new security company, a private company, if you will, like sort of reminds you of a private company that was working for a certain, I was like, oh, okay, got it, I guess. And yeah, through the process of this, his daughter is almost unalived. She's pregnant. And she's a biochemist, you know, because the family's super intelligent, even though Ice Cube didn't act intelligent the entire movie, and he acted like he always does. It's weird. But some of her work applied to this situation, so she was necessary. Then the son, his son, who he hated so much, but he didn't hate, he was just frustrated, but no, he hated it, he treated him like shit. He finds out that the hacker he's been trying to locate is his son. And he would have had the conversation with him so many times, but Ice Cube's a dick. I'm not done. His son tried to tell him he was the hacker, I want to say 30 minutes into the movie. Stop calling me. You're wasting my time, boy. That's a line. Hangs up the phone on him. he has a crush on Eva Longoria, who works for NASA. Eva Longoria's character was there for no reason because she somehow works for NASA, but she's like her own undercover agent. It was weird. Like, someone explained to me why Eva Longoria ended up in one location and then she finds her way. Wait, is this the database you were talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna go up in here by herself. No crew, no team, nothing, whatever. It was a lot to take in. So the son finally gets a hold of his dad and he tells him what's up. Ice Cube is so mad that he's the hacker. After his son tells him he's the hacker, he still hangs up the phone on him. Doesn't call him back. He's in, we get this long scene of him looking at old photos of his wife that passed away and like the data being erased from the computer because of the virusing that was happening from the guy who he was working with. So that was his breaking point and why he wanted to work with his son. I lost the pictures of the woman that I love. The only reason why I even had these kids is how they were acting. So what did they do? So what they did is that they got all these hackers together to hack the mainframe and reroute it back and then expose old dude. But the hackers who were working with the son were all killed, allegedly, unalived allegedly. The son lived because he was at somebody else's house. And then Ice Cube was like, I'm about to go full hacker mode like my boy. Like, I'm not bullshitting you. Like, he wasn't the man anymore. He was against the system. What? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was the hoodie for me, y'all. It was the glasses with the hoodies, with the whole, I've hacked into your system. Oh, I just felt bad for every hacker that was watching that movie. I was like, please tell me that you were insulted by this. Because if I was you and I was in this position and saw some bullshit ass movie like this, no ma'am. I'd be dragging these people. Like, what? It was so bad. And again, everything I'm describing to you is on a computer screen for the movie. These are Zoom calls. These are StreamYard conversations. Facebook, all of that. So it was annoying. The entire movie was terrible. It's War of the Worlds, but it's not War of the Worlds. It's really a story about a father who lost his wife and has lost his relationship with his children and is trying to get it back, but has been so caught up in his work that he's lost sight of what's truly important. And now the world is being taken over by an entity that's stealing all of our data. And it's really your boss who's a big bad guy because he works for the president and he doesn't think the president's doing a good job. So I'm going to do the job for the president and take it down and make him need me. That's the movie. And Eva Longoria is there to be like, look, Kevin, look what I found. Look, Kevin, this is what's over here. Look, Kevin, oh yeah, like the whole movie. The whole movie. Right, the data gets eaten and the planes are falling from the sky. I was so confused from that. I was like, hold on. So a plane that needs fuel to work, you're telling me if all the data was erased, that the planes would start falling from the sky. They wouldn't be able to land the planes because they don't have access to the maps anymore? Because I would think that the planes could still work unless it's an electric plane. Are we to believe that all the planes are electric and run by computers in this movie now? Well, you never explain that. That part is what made me more frustrated, was the fact that all the things that were happening that were not believable because we know better. It was like, you could have explained it by telling us that the planes are now like controlled by artificial intelligence. There's no pilots anymore and they're all run by computers. That would have made me think, oh, that's scary. If something happens with the data, the planes would come. Then that makes sense. No, that's not what happened. No, the last Zoom movie I did like, DW, was the one with Nia Long. and old girl from Euphoria's what's my light skinned baby name with the little round face? Storm is something Storm, I don't know. Stewie Griffin. I can't remember her name. That was decent. And then there was another one before that that starred an actor who I haven't seen in many films lately. Not Zendaya, the other round-headed baby. The sister of Zendaya from the show. They both got them big old large cassava melons. They beautiful girls, but it's like they got them whoa, you know. Very that. I know, because thank you. Storm Reed, is that girl name? Stormy Reed? I'll take that over Apple any day. Let's see here. Is that her name? Stormy Daniels? Oh, that's not her name. I know someone who does know that name very well. Storm Reed. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Storm Reed. Okay. Missing was good. I did like Missing a lot. There's another movie, though, that was before that one. Was it called Searching? As I talk about it, it pops up. I was like, y'all need to see this. Look at the bottom of my iPad. It's Searching was good. Now Searching was hella good. Oh, I remember being in that movie theater like, oh my God, what's going on? Oh yeah, Searching was great. So I would recommend Missing and Searching, but I would not recommend this one. And then also to DW's point, there are a couple more movies I can think of that are Zoom calls that were also trash too. Maddie, I just read gay werewolf romance called Bounding to the Enemy by Dark Sparks, and I highly recommend it. Why is it werewolves though? I hate vampires and werewolves. Blame Twilight. I mean, I barely got through Sinners. No, I love Sinners, but I was just like, ugh, I gotta deal with vampires. Host was good. I did like Host. But that's interesting. I'm gonna look it up though. I may enjoy it, and you never know. You never know. But like, no shade. Twilight ruined that for me. I think also because my sister was obsessed. She was obsessed. Omega's Maddie. That's why. Hey, I've dated a couple, so a couple of Q dogs. Wait a minute. I've dated a few. Now wait a minute. Nah, Twilight ruined vampires and werewolves for me. It was so overblown. It was so romanticized. It just made it suck. That was the only reason why I couldn't take it no more. I was like, y'all have romanticized the fuck out of this. I can't. I'm unable. Thank God for Castlevania, though, because that cartoon, animation, whatever that is, bravo, Netflix. Bravo. Because, my God, some of the best fight scenes I've ever seen, some of the best dialogue, best scripts. Oh, I missed the season and always find out later that it's airing. I'm like, okay, shit, I missed a whole season. And it's okay because I can binge it and I love it. I'm like, oh, everything was wonderful. So shout out to Castlevania. They're actually doing the do with that one. That one's been highly enjoyable, and I will watch that. Nine Tail, the fact that YouTube had to hold your comment because you said Mormon. It's a thriller. Ooh, okay. Your comment got held because you said Mormon. I'm not even bullshitting you. Mormon is not a block word. It's not a blocked word. That's funny. Okay. I guess not, because all Nine Tails said was Stephanie Meyer is a Mormon. Like, that's the comment, but that was held for review. Huh? I would think something to do with God on this channel with the people who are running this wouldn't be a big issue, but okay. Tiny ears. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta go. I did the reviews, I did all of that, and before something happens to where this video starts to blank out like it did the last time, and I am not able to close this live, yeah, let's stop this now. I had a good time today, everybody. Thank you for listening to me ramble and rant about everything and anything for that matter. Just a reminder, tomorrow I'll be live in the morning about 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, 11:30 a.m. It may be 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. I may need a little extra 30 minutes to get it together. But it will certainly be in the morning, and I will have it posted tonight, so you are already aware of what time it will start tomorrow for Slajan Royale. But that's what we'll do. Slajan Royale tomorrow, Project Runway Thursday, Slajan Royale Thursday, Project Runway Friday, Saturday or Sunday, I'll be doing the Meet the Queens for the UK season. So you will be seeing me this weekend at some point in time or the other, and I look forward to it with you. So God bless. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much for the super chats today. Thank you so much for the tippy poos. I love y'all down. I will see you later. Shout out to the subscribers only mode. Until next time, everybody. Bye.